We are back once again. Final time here from the Silver Creek Volleyball Tournament. Championship match time between the Durango Demons and the Cheyenne Mountain Indians. As you can see, both teams undefeated in pool play, both going 3-0 here at this tournament. Durango beating Mullen, Roosevelt, and D'Evelyn all 2-0. Cheyenne Mountain defeated Sterling, Silver Creek, and Evergreen also all 2-0. So we have the best two teams in their respective pools here ready to play in our championship match. Again, best of 5 series between Durango and Cheyenne Mountain. Durango will be in the bright orange uniforms off to your right. We haven't seen them today, so let's go ahead and give you some starting lineups for them. Let me circle them real quick here. Number 2 is McKenna Franzen. Number 5 is Michaela Montoya. Number 8, Bella Bernazzani. Natalie Bulin is number 9. Berkeley Davis, 11. Number 12 is Jessie Brammer. Cheyenne Mountain, they will start Monique Domey, number 7. Number 10 is Haley Tibbetts. The libero, number 1, is Courtney Domey. Number 11, Lauren Iverson. Number 12 is Maddie Beal. And on the far side, number 4 is Megan Schultz. This should be a good one. Both these teams regular visitors to the 4A state tournament. Cheyenne Mountain, as we've told you a couple of times, they are the 4-time defending state champions and haven't lost to a 4A team since 2008, but Durango will have none of that. So they get off to a start with Bella Bernazzani getting the nice hit there. Bella is a 5'10 middle hitter, junior. Back to serve, though. And a second straight point for the Demons. I didn't catch the number of the service. That's actually number 3, Gabby Rasma. I did not have her in the starting lineup. Gabby Rasma, a 5'6 defensive specialist. She's a junior as well. 2-0 early here for Durango. Another good serve. Popping it up there is Haley Tibbetts. Iverson will send it across. Durango will collect here on the near side. Big hit there. That's McKenna Franzen. So the Demons off to a great start here. Best of 5 in the state or in the tournament championship match. Durango again no slouch. We have them ranked 7th in our Colorado Preps poll. They've been to the state tournament each of the last 2 years. Been unable to get out of pool play. There's Maddie Beal. It's off target, however. Big spike there, but off target. But Durango, as I said, back-to-back state tournament appearances, but went 1 and 2 in pool play each time, and not able to move on out of the pool play into the semifinals. Big finish there. That's Megan Schultz of Cheyenne Mountain, number 4, so the Indians are on the board for the first time. 4-1. They'll get their first serve. This is Lauren Iverson, number 11. Got to track down the ball. Went flying into the one of the locker rooms there that had the door open, so we track it down. Use it as a backup ball now, and Laura Iverson will get the serve going here for Cheyenne Mountain, number 11. Sends it far side. It goes wide. Good decision there by Gabby Rasma to let that one go. She was right on top of it. And the missed service gives Durango a 5-1 lead. And Montrose is out of the same league with Durango, and the Indians the last team in 4A to beat Cheyenne Mountain. They did it all the way back in 2008 at the state tournament in pool play. Natalie Bulin on the serve there, sends it long, so the Indians get the return point. Now to serve Maddie Beal. Indians and their head coach David Barkley have played a lot of players. They rotate quite a few players in, and several of them are very good. Far side, Durango can't get through the block on the hit. That's Bella Bernazzani. Cheyenne Mountain with the point to trim it to a 2-point lead here. Maddie Beal likes the middle of the net. She plays very effectively in the middle. She's back serving, number 12. There's a big hit again. McKenna Franzen, 5'10", she's listed, an outside hitter, a senior. She buries that one in at 6'3" Demons. Like the spirit coming out from Durango. They've seen Cheyenne Mountain several times at the state tournament, probably watched them in the summer. Doesn't look like they're scared of the 4-time defending state champs. On the serve there was Kennedy Clark. She's the libero. And that's off the target. Back to a 2-point game. Megan Schultz is number 4 for Cheyenne Mountain. She'll get the service here. Jump serve, sends it across. Backside. Nice hit there. That one was in. And again, it's McKenna Franzen. She's been hot early for Durango. That's her 3rd kill. We won't keep individual stats, but it's easy out of the gate here as she's knocked 3 of them to the floor. She'll go back to serve. And she's listed as 5'10", but that's not that big for big school volleyball. Go down to the state volleyball tournament, you routinely see them 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", sometimes bigger. Here on the near side, Maddie Barkley again. She likes the outside on the right side. Can't find the handle on that one. And Durango with the early 4-point lead. Back to Franzen for the serve. She's one of the captains for the Demons. Pops this one up. Turned there by Courtney Dome. Near side there is Barkley. Mara Barkley sends that one down. So the first one was just practice. She missed it. That one she nailed. And it's 8-5. Coming in to serve for Cheyenne Mountain is number 10, Haley Tibbetts. Again, they rotate a lot of players in, do the 4-time defending state champs. Popped up in the air nicely. Here's the libero Clark with it. She'll send it over. That one looks long, and it is. That was Jessie Bramer, the 6-foot junior outside hitter. I think her first touch of the event. And she sends it a little bit long. Again, you're watching the championship match, the Silver Creek tournament, live on Colorado Preps TV. I'm Kevin Schaefer, Lexi Schaefer behind the scenes running camera. Good service there. Again by Haley Tibbetts. So the Indians get a couple of points in a row, and we have a timeout here for the Demons. Let's take a minute here and kind of tell you how these two teams got here. It was relatively easy. Cheyenne Mountain in their first match, they defeated Sterling 2-zip. Then back on the court to defeat Evergreen, also 2-zip, and they just finished off Silver Creek about an hour ago, beating the host Raptors 2-0. In Pool 2, Durango played the second match, beat Mullen 2-zip. That was the key one as it gave them first place in the pool. They also beat D'Evelyn 2-zip and handled Roosevelt. We don't have the exact final, but based on the speed of that match, we were expecting it to be 2-0. Mullen won third place. They defeated Silver Creek 3-1. Got to go farther out. He was trying to get on camera there. He can't get far enough out on the court till we see him. He's trying to wave. He's talking on the phone to somebody back home in Durango. Here we go. Haley Tibbetts back to service for Cheyenne Mountain after the timeout. And that one is down. Hannah Quick, the senior for the Demons, gets the hit and the kill there. So again, we've seen it often today. The timeouts used effectively by the coaches. This one, Robin Oliger. And it ends a little run by Cheyenne Mountain, and the Demons get the point and the service. This is Michaela Montoya, number 5. Popped up in the air by Tibbetts. There's Mara Barkley, skims it across the net and through the block for the point. And Cheyenne Mountain gets the point. Back to serve is Barkley. Again, one of 3-4 very good hitters rotating in and out for this Cheyenne Mountain dynasty. Oh, there's a nice hit. That's Kennedy Clark. She finds some open space in that Cheyenne Mountain defense. Durango keeping pace early here with the 4-time champs. They actually lead at 10-8. On the serve, Berkeley Davis, a junior, middle hitter she's listed. Lefty. Fires away. Rocket serve there. Popped up in the air nicely. Good block up front there. Didn't catch a number. There's Maddie Beal off the block. It sails out of bounds. And that'll be a point for the Indians. Hard to get some numbers here when the action goes fast and furious like that. We'll do our best. Good job at the middle block there by Durango's Natalie Bulin. But it sailed off her out of bounds. On the serve here is Monique Domey. Popped up in the air by the Demons. Domey will send it over to Iverson. Dug out, but not controlled that time by Kennedy Clark. So Lauren Iverson with the hit and the kill. That'll tie it up. We know the names of Cheyenne Mountain a little bit. We've called 2 of their matches earlier. We've done all the action from this gym. Durango spent the day over in the other gym, so we haven't seen them until now. Iverson again finds the net. Oh, great job of popping that one up. Demons keep it alive, but that hit goes out of bounds. Number 12, Jessie Bramer, sprawled out nicely to get that loose ball and kept it alive before Durango hit it out. 11-10 Indians regain the lead. First of the match. Monique Domey, number 7, back to serve. Good serve there by Domey. Franzen can't control. It springs into the bleachers. 12-10 now. Indians starting to gain a little rhythm here. That one sails long by Domey. So good first match, first game here of this championship match. Gabby Rasma, junior, number 3. She'll step back to serve it for the Demons. Sends it deep into the corner. And a good serve. It kind of handcuffed Iverson there. She's called for the miss hit. Kind of rolled up her arm there. And we're tied at 12. Rasma again for the Demons. Long way from home. Tough pass there. 50-50 ball. And what do we call? Looks like Cheyenne Mountain was into the net or across the net. And Durango gets the point, so they regain the lead. Back and forth here all of a sudden. Rasma again. They go to Maddie Beal. It's off the net and out of bounds. Yep, didn't hit the blocker there, so the Demons get the point. It's 14-12. There's a question there on the call. Coach David Barkley of Cheyenne Mountain is saying, hey, you called it a tip. If it's a tip and it did go out of bounds, that should be a point for Cheyenne Mountain. That's why I was waiting for the call. The ball hit the net, but I'm not sure if it hit the block. Might have been a missed signal by the official, but again, it looked like she showed it was tipped, and then it went out of bounds. If it was tipped, it would have been off Durango. Monique Domey, one of the captains for Cheyenne Mountain. Okay, so the discussion to no avail in Cheyenne Mountain was disputing whether or not that ball came off the net or off the block. It went out of bounds. And again, off the net, it's a point for Durango. Off Durango, it would have been a point for Cheyenne Mountain. They call it off the net. So Demons serve. Here's Beal, far side. That hit off the antenna. Tough angle there. Demons stretch it out to a 3-point lead. This one would open some eyes. Gabby Rasma serving again for the Demons. Iverson pops it up. That's Domey. And off the block there. Nice hit that time by Megan Schultz, number 4, flying toward us here on the right side. That'll end a 5-point run for the Demons and give Cheyenne Mountain control. They trail by 2. This is Lauren Iverson. And that one heads out of bounds. So again, Cheyenne Mountain, if we have seen a negative in their game today, and trust me, they're few and far between. It is some service errors. They've sent several wide and long and several into the net, but it has not affected the outcome as they've won every match 2-0. This one best of 5. Far side off the block. Recovered here by the Demons. That one's off the block as well. Good job by Maddie Beal. She and teammate Megan Schultz on the block, taking it away from Jessie Bramer of Durango. Beal back to serve. Good match. David Barkley, head coach of Cheyenne Mountain, will take this. His teams do not get many tight matches during the year, and this is one of them, it appears. That one goes off Bella Bernazini off the block and hit her before it went out of bounds. So Cheyenne Mountain again with another point. They claw within one. I say Cheyenne Mountain has not played tight matches. They have a loss already this year, dropping a 5-setter to Chaparral. That was a battle of two teams that have combined to win 6 consecutive state championships. Chaparral won it in 5 to start the year. Hit attempt there goes off the block by Franzen. Cheyenne Mountain now with the control. Far side on the hit and down. Wow. That is Amy Steinwand. And folks, she hasn't played much today. She comes off the bench and sends a hammer home. We're tied at 16. Franzen got a hand on it, got it in the air, but not enough for a teammate to collect it. Here's Beal. Rocket serve finds the ground. That's his ace. Indians retake the lead here in game 1 of this championship match. It's been a good one so far. Beal awaits the signal. She's ready to fire again. This one's deep. She'll check out in favor of Courtney Domey. Durango jumped out to a 4-point lead to get things started. It has been tight ever since. On the serve there, Kennedy Clark, the libero. Near side. Oh, sent back. McKenna Franzen's had a good first game for Durango. She gets the block there, single blocker. She sends it back for the point. Clark again to serve. She's wearing the black libero jersey. Everybody else clad in orange. That one goes into the net. Tough break there for Durango. You don't like to give free points away to a team the quality of Cheyenne Mountain, and they did there. So Indians get it back. On the serve here will be Megan Schultz. Popped up in the air by Franzen. They give it back to her. She sends it down. Caught up nicely by Schultz, and there is Steinwand. And where has she been all day? She has not played much today, and that is 2 kills in short time there for a 1-point lead for Cheyenne Mountain. In tournament play, they get a lot of fresh legs late. Schultz again. Sends it deep. Franzen pops it up. And there's a lift call, I believe, on Natalie Bulin, the setter. Kind of came off her hand awkward there. Official had to make that call. Cheyenne Mountain by 2. First one to 20 typically wins. Let's see if it carries over. Schultz again with the serve, clips the net and down. We've talked about that a few times today. If you could teach a server to do that on purpose, they would be extremely effective because it redirects the route of the ball and oftentimes falls to the floor like it did there. We have a timeout for Durango and their head coach, Robin Oliger. Her team is down 21-18 to the 4-time defending state champs. It's been a good match. Game 1, best of 5 here from Silver Creek High School. Spike It Like It's Hot is the tournament title. And we've had good matches today. This is our 6th match we've provided on Colorado Preps TV. You can watch them live. We will also have them archived on demand at coloradopreps.tv. And you can watch them as you like there in their entirety. Back to action. Cheyenne Mountain again will have the serve following the Durango timeout. Megan Schultz to do the honors. Number 4 for Cheyenne Mountain. Sends it deep. Popped up in the air by Franzen. Here's your setter, Bulin, over. And a nice hit there by Berkeley Davis. She got it forced through the block and to the ground for the point. Durango won't go away, 21-19. This has been fun. Franzen, the senior, serving duties here for the Demons. Popped up in the air by Iverson, 50-50 ball. Durango sends it back. Domey with the, over to Steinwand, and it's down and in. Man. And again, she has not played much today. We have seen them play 2 other matches this afternoon. And Steinwand has been kind of the 5th or 6th hitter off the bench, and she is just hammering the ball here today. Haley Tibbetts to serve for the Indians. Popped up in the air. That's Hannah Quick. She gets it back through the block. Popped up in the air by Courtney Dome. Down by Iverson. Good save there by Kennedy Clark, but the Demons can't do anything with it. Great effort there by Clark. She got her left fist on it underneath it to pop it up, but again, the Demons couldn't track it down. Haley Tibbetts back to serve. And there's a point as it goes in to the net. I'm going to check the board. They had it. I think they gave that last point to the wrong team, but it is 23-20 is your score now. Cheyenne Mountain. They're checking the board. On the board here, they have 23-21. We have 23-20. So they gave the last point to Durango. Then they gave it to Cheyenne Mountain, but didn't take it off the Durango board. Should be 23-20 Indians. And that's what they correct the board to. Durango will have the serve down 3. That is Michaela Montoya on the serve for Durango. Near side Barkley. Ooh, that was in. Called in on the line apparently. Mara Barkley again likes that kind of a running hit here on the near side, running spike, and she gets the kill, and she'll go back to serve. Game point here in game 1. Barkley pops it up. Bulin, the setter, near side, off the block and down. That's Jesse Bramer, the junior. Demons aren't going away. Need to get 3 more points here in a row to keep this game alive. Again, you got to win by 2. They trail by 3. Still game point for Cheyenne Mountain. On the serve, Berkeley Davis, the junior. In the lefty, sent a liner her first time up. She sends this one deep, and it's out, and that's your game. So Cheyenne Mountain takes game 1 by the score of 25-21 in the championship match here. Again, it is a best-of-5 series. But again, game 1 goes to Cheyenne Mountain, 25-21. Again, we have a break in the action here, about a 3-minute timeout in between games, so we will take one with them. And as you can see, game 1 to Cheyenne Mountain as they take it 25-21 over the Durango Demons. We'll be back with game 2 here in just a moment. You're watching the championship match of the Silver Creek Volleyball Tournament live on Colorado Preps TV. Okay, we are back getting set here for game 2. This championship match against Cheyenne Mountain taking game 1, 25-21. And Durango, again, we switch sides. So Durango will be on your left on your screen now. and Cheyenne Mountain to the right. Durango again ranked 7th in Class 4A by Colorado Preps. We have rankings each week on coloradopreps.com. We'll have more volleyball coverage throughout the year on coloradopreps.tv. I'm Kevin Schaefer, joined by Lexi Schaefer. And we're set to bring you game 2 of this championship match of the Silver Creek tournament. Good field, some 5 teams ranked in the top 10 of either 5 or 4A or 3A here in this tournament. Underway in game 2. Maddie Beal sends it down. Great dig there by Clark. But it went just a little bit too close to the net for a teammate to track it down there. With a good dig on a hard serve. Domey. Monique Domey. There's a good spike as well by McKenna Franzen. First game was a good one. Cheyenne Mountain pulled away late for a 4-point win at 25-21. And again, we'll be back and forth in this one. On the floor now for Durango is Hannah Quick, number 4. Serving will be Natalie Bulin, the senior, also a co-captain. Popped up in the air, that is Haley Tibbetts. Beal sends it down. She gets up quick, and the ball goes down quicker. Very impressive player for Cheyenne Mountain. These are a lot of new faces from the team that won state title last year, but again, when you're in that position, you simply reload. Near side. Nice save there by Iverson. Domey, who kind of a miss hit there on that spike attempt. That was Courtney Tibbetts for Cheyenne Mountain. Kind of came off her hand weird, almost rolled over the net, but it stayed on the Cheyenne Mountain side. Kennedy Clark on the serve. Courtney Domey pops it up. Monique Domey gives it to Maddie Beal. And again, off the net, kind of slowed the pace, so it found some open floor. And the Indians gain the point. Beal will go back to serve. Popped up in the air by Franzen. And miss hit there by Berkeley Davis, the junior lefty. Couldn't corral that set. And the Indians with another point. Again, they lead at 1-0. On your board, or I should say they lead this one 4-2 in the match 1-zip. But on your scoreboard, again, you see Durango 2 followed by a 0. The 2 is the number of points in this game. The 0 represents the number of games won. Clark. Good job from the backside. Oh, they're going to say she came from past her. She was in front of the line. She cannot come from the back line or cross the line to spike it like that. They call her for the infraction, so Cheyenne Mountain gets that point despite the ball hitting the floor. Bulin gives it back to Franzen, sends it across, and Barkley pushes it way too far for Cheyenne Mountain. Again, on that last point, not that one, the previous point, when you're playing in the back line, you see that line there on the floor, 3-foot line, I believe it's what it's called. You cannot move ahead of that. You have to leave your feet before that line to spike it like Clark tried, and the referees ruled she was across that line. Barkley sends it back. Franzen controls. Nice dig out there. There's a hit down by Durango. Jesse Bramer on that far side sends it to the hardwood. I think that was Berkeley Davis. Check that. That was not Berkeley Davis. Might have been Franzen who saved that along the net. Didn't catch a number, but Franzen again sends it to the net on the serve, giving the Indians a free point. It's now 6-4. And difficult sometimes to pick up numbers as the play goes on, as we have to follow the ball, but that was a great dig out of the net to set up that kill for Durango on the previous point. Megan Schultz sends it across. Barkley sends it down. Again, they keep a fresh set of legs in the middle and on the sides in the hitting positions. Courtney Tibbetts, Mara Barkley, Amy Steinwan, Haley Tibbetts, Lauren Iverson, Maddie Beal. They can all pound the volleyball. Far side. Off the block, picked up there by Courtney Domey to Monique Domey. And a good block there by Durango. Sending it across. Boy, it clips the net and falls. That is Lauren Iverson. Indians get the point. Good blocking up front, though, by Berkeley Davis. And I believe Natalie Bulin there. Second one snuck through. This is Schultz on the serve. Sends it deep and out. Coming on to serve here for Durango is Michaela Montoya, number 5. Waits for the signal. Popped up in the air by Courtney Domey to Monique Domey. That's Tibbetts. Couldn't get it through the net or the block. Point for the Demons. Montoya to serve again. Far side, Micah Dixon into the lineup. She pops it in the air. Iverson from back deep. Saved up nicely by Durango. There's a nice little tip on the far side by Jesse Bramer, the junior. Draws the Demons to within 1 here in game 2. They lost game 1, 25-21. Montoya again to serve, looking for her 3rd straight point. Popped up in the air by Courtney Domey to Monique Domey. Here's Barkley off the block and down. Durango hesitated there, and Franzen number 2, Montoya number 5. They both kind of looked at each other and says, you got it, I'll take it, so to speak. And it falls harmlessly to the ground. Back to serve here is Haley Tibbetts, number 10 for Cheyenne Mountain. Popped up in the air by Clark, and good save there. That was Berkeley Davis to get it across for the Demons, and down on the hit by Iverson. She'll get the kill, making it 10-7 Indians. Just so many weapons on this team that has won 4 consecutive state titles. And they lost to Chaparral to open the season, the defending 5A champs in 5, but have beaten Coronado and Grandview in 3 coming into this tournament. Indians get the point there. Miscommunication on the Durango side. 4-point spread in favor of the Indians. This again is Haley Tibbetts. They'll free ball it across. That's Montoya. And Monique Domey sends it across. Again, you're waiting for the set there. She just used the offhand and pushed it over the block for a 12-7 advantage. And we get a timeout for the Demons. So Cheyenne Mountain winning game 1, 25-21. They're on top here in game 2 by a score of 12-7. Championship match of the Silver Creek tournament. Mullen took home 3rd place. They defeated the host Raptors 12-7. And tournament play has been going on since 8 o'clock this morning. We have 4 pool matches that we've provided to you. The 3rd place match, and here, of course, is the championship match. And all these matches available live on ColoradoPreps.tv and also be available there on demand after the fact. We've already uploaded some of the event today, and we'll try to get more matches for the end of the day. Not quite sure what happened there. Haley Tibbetts threw the ball up too far in front of her. She tried to leap and catch it and barely caught part of the ball. That didn't even get to the net. One of those oh my's. Berkeley Davis set to serve for Durango. Number 11. Sends it across. Courtney Domey to Monique Domey. Here's Iverson off the net, retrieved by Montoya. Far side, Bramer has it sent back. Durango tries to push it across. They'll call the carry there on Natalie Bulin. And she had it in her hand just a little bit too long there. Tried to push it over the top of the block instead of setting it. And again, setters often do that just for a change of pace. Just had it in the hand too long. Mara Barkley with the serve. Popped up by Montoya. That's Franzen. Back to Montoya, sends it across nicely. Far side, Monique Domey. Here is Beal and down. Again, she's quick to the ball and quicker on the swing. Doesn't look like she's jumping that high, but she gets in the air nicely and has got a hammer for her right arm. 14-7 Cheyenne Mountain. Barkley again to serve. Number 6 sends it far side, picked up by Franson. Bulin collects it in the middle, and a miss hit on the swing there by Bella Bernazzini. So Cheyenne Mountain starting to take command here in game 2. Game 1 competitive, 25-21. Indians stretching it out here to an 8-point lead in game 2. Barkley again. Jump serve. That's Franzen. Bulin. Near side. Ooh, nice hit there. That is Jesse Bramer. Too hot for Dixon to handle. And Durango ends a little run here by the Indians. Again, Dixon hasn't played a lot today, but again, that's what we like about Coach David Barkley. He works in his reserves to play with the regulars, and they get a lot of quality time. We bragged about Beal and her ability to get to the ball nicely. Of course, she mistimes her jump there and gives the point back to the Demons. On the serve here, Gabby Rasma Jr. sends it to the corner. Here is Dixon. Up in the air is Monique Domey. Over to Iverson. She tips it. Nice up. Second nice up, but again, Durango out of position after those. Franzen hit it first. Montoya hit it second, but they could not get a third fist on the ball to send it across. 16-9 Cheyenne Mountain. Check that on the board. They have 16-10. And I don't think that's right. We'll double check it here. Monique Domey on the serve. Bulin gets it over to Franzen through the block and down. They're going to go with 16-11. I will too. I might have missed a point there. Trying to keep score on screen and follow the action. So we'll stay with what's on the board there. 16-11 Cheyenne Mountain. On the serve is Bulin. Iverson pops it up. Domey and down by Schultz. Good dig there. Nice dig. And a good block by Franzen. Originally, I was trying to get a number. I think that was Hannah Quick maybe. Nope, that was Gabby Rasma with the original dig. And then the nice block by Franzen. So 16-12 here. Beal tips it across for the point. Again, used her offhand there. Again, just mixing it up a little bit is what hitters and setters try to do so you don't get the same pattern all the time. 17-12 Cheyenne Mountain. Back on the floor is Courtney Tibbetts, number 5 for Cheyenne Mountain. Serving is Lauren Iverson. Clark pops it up defensively there for Durango. And nice return there, tough one. They're going to call that a double hit. Yep, McKenna Franzen, 2 hands on it, not at the same time. It's a double hit. Cheyenne Mountain will score the point. Again, they have a nice little 6-point lead here as we're getting toward the latter stages of game 2. Iverson with it. Little off-speed pitch. Clark steps in to grab it. Bulin over to Franzen. That hit off the net. Never did get across to the block. And again, the point for Cheyenne Mountain. Iverson back to serve now with a 7-point lead. Indians already lead it 1-0. Franzen pops it up. Here's Bulin near side. Again, off the net again. That's Bella Bernazzini. And a timeout for Durango here as Cheyenne Mountain starting to pull away. It's 20-12 in favor of the Indians here in game 2. Again, Durango's been to the state tournament each of the last 2 years. 1 and 2 in pool play each of those trips. And showed themselves off very well from the extreme southwest corner of the state. I believe they'll be back up here for the Cherry Creek tournament. They played in it last year, and I believe that's next Saturday. I didn't look that far ahead on the schedule. Cheyenne Mountain will next be on the court against Legend at home on Tuesday, and then they host Rampart on Thursday. Cheyenne Mountain 2-1 coming into this tournament. They're 5-1 with the 3 wins thus far. For Durango, again, by our count, these are the first matches of the year for the Demons. Back at it here. Iverson again after the timeout will continue to serve for Cheyenne Mountain. A little more mustard on this one. Bulin sends it over, and it's off the block and in. That's Hannah Quick for the Demons. She'll score the point. Badly needed point as they trail by 7 late. Kennedy Clark will set back to serve. Libero, number 7. Popped up in the air by Courtney Dome to Monique Dome. Iverson from the back row. Nice dig by Clark and a miscommunication there. Berkeley Davis thought Natalie Bulin was going to set her and vice versa. So the dig by Clark goes to no avail. Cheyenne Mountain within 4 points of taking game 2. Maddie Beal to serve. Popped up in the air by Franzen. Here is Bulin middle. Clark will pop it across. Almost found an open space, but saved by Iverson. Dome across. Far side. They're going to feed Franzen off the block and out of bounds. So we'll get a point for Durango. That was a powerful hit. That ball came all the way up close to us, and we're up in the crow's nest. On the floor for Durango is Jesse Bramer, number 12. 21-14, Franzen to serve. McKenna has had a good couple of games here. Popping up is Courtney Dome. Tibbetts saved it, but Schultz couldn't get it across. Demons within 6. Franzen again to serve. Dome to Dome, and down hard by Tibbetts. Good save by Francis. Bulin puts it over. Oh, man. Bulin saved it near the bleachers, and Franzen may have gotten a little rushed and tried to push it across on a hurried third attempt, and it goes into the net. Serving now will be Megan Schultz. Indians just do not make mistakes. Popped up in the air, that is Franzen. Bulin again to serve. Over to Bramer and down. Good save up there by Iverson. Collected by Dome. Here's Tibbetts across. That one crawls the net and over. That's Hannah Quick scoring for Durango. They stay within 6. Good rally there by both teams. It's been good volleyball here tonight in the championship match. We expected it. 2 quality teams here. Michaela Montoya back on for the Demons to serve, number 5. From the middle. Dixon pops it up. Dome to Barkley. Saved up by Franzen to Bulin. Over to Bramer and down off the block. That trio's worked well now 2 consecutive times for the Demons. They cut the lead to 5, but again, Cheyenne Mountain pushing toward a Game 2 victory. Again, the Demons could use some more points here to crawl back in. Montoya to serve. Dome, again to Dome. Near side Tibbetts has to push it across. Couldn't collect her feet. Bulin serves at Bramer. Off the block. Saved up by Dixon. Dome over to Tibbetts. Caught nicely. Boy, that ricochets off and the Demons control it. Again, off the Raptors is a live ball today. Barkley has to punch it across. There's Bramer. Bulin and down out by Berzanazani. They wanted the tip and they get the tip. Check that. That was Berkeley Davis with the swing, the lefty. It went out, but they called it off the block. So a point for the Demons. And Davis immediately turned to the official and said that was tipped, and the official agreed. Dixon pops it up for the Indians. Dome, Barkley, and down. Well, they roll her around the setter extremely nicely. She loves going to her right and setting up for the kill. She's done that several times here in this match and all throughout the day. Cheyenne Mountain with a 5-point lead. Trying to finish it off, Haley Tibbetts, number 10, with the jump serve. Franzen pops it up. They go to Bulin in the middle. Here's Davis again. This one long and no touch. And it's game point for the Indians. They lead it 24-18. Coach David Barkley telling his server Tibbetts where to go with it, which zone. Goes down the middle. Franzen. Here is Bulin. They'll go back to Clark. She'll send it across. This is Monique Dome to Barkley. Same play. That time it's sent back. And there finishing it off is Jesse Bramer. So the Demons stave off their first game point. They'll face another one here down 24-19. Back to serve will be Berkeley Davis. Bella Berzanazzi. Bernazzani got back on the floor for us. That serve off Dixon. She was going to take it. She was going to let it go, and then I think it hit her, actually. But it's a point for the Demons. Little indecision. Don't have a class, but I'm thinking she's a sophomore. Davis again will serve. That's 2 points, game points staved off by the Demons. They'll try for number 3. Again, they field it to Dixon. Here's Monique Domey. They feed Iverson. It goes long. No tip there, so the Demons stay alive. It's 24-21. They need 3 more. We get a timeout here for Cheyenne Mountain. And again, it was 24-18. Cheyenne Mountain had the serve. Durango won that point and 2 more to stay alive at 24-21. Game 1 was 25-21 in favor of the Indians. Best of 5 here for the championship. Coach David Barkley likely called a timeout to set up a play, specifically on the receive of serve here. And Berkeley Davis, the lefty, junior, back at it here to serve. Again, look for them to go middle. They've been picking on Micah Dixon, number 3, the middle of the back line. Nope, this time they fire it to the corner. Here's Monique Domey to Barkley, and down, popped up, and out. So Cheyenne Mountain takes game 2 by the same score they won game 1 at 25-21. So we will go to game 3 with Cheyenne Mountain leading 2-0. We'll take a break here. You're watching Colorado Preps TV. Okay, we are back for game 3 of this championship match. Cheyenne Mountain, as you can see, taking the first 2, 25-21 and 25-21. So best of 5, we will go to game 3 here. Cheyenne Mountain will have the serve. Of course, if they win this one, they will take the championship, kind of as expected here at the Silver Creek tournament. Serving the volleyball will be Monique Domey from Cheyenne Mountain, number 7. They'll be on your left side of the screen. Durango, of course, on the right. And game number 3 is underway. Bulin tries to push it across, and she out-battled Maddie Beal for the first point of the game. Get on your scoreboard. We just put a 1 up there for Durango. That signifies the point for this game. The 0 next to it represents how many games they've won in this match. And Cheyenne Mountain the same. The 0 points for this game, 2, the number of games won. That one is sent back. Good block there by McKenna Franzen and also Bella Bernazzini. And the Demons take an early 2-zip lead. They've been able to hang tough with Cheyenne Mountain all throughout this, but in the end, the Indians just show their ability to win these close games. And again, we have a violation under the net by Maddie Beal as she went to tip that one across. Floor official on the far side says she went too far. Demons get another point. Back on the serve is Gabby Razma. Monique Domey to Iverson, sent back again. Good block that time by the tandem of Bella Bernazzini and Natalie Bulin. Again, hard to tell which one got their hands on it to send it back, but it's 4-0 in favor of the Demons. Razma again, far side. Iverson pops it up to Domey. Here is Beal. Collected there nicely by Razma. Bulin to Franzen, gets it through the block. No quitting these Demons, down 2-0 in the match. They lead at 5-0 in the game, forcing a quick timeout for Cheyenne Mountain. It's David Barkley in the middle of that. I love how they huddle up over there. They get in a circle with their arms around one another, and he stands in the middle and gives directions, and all 12 of them are paying attention. He wants to finish this in 3. He's got a little bit of a road trip down to Colorado Springs, but don't tell Durango about a road trip. Some 400 miles away, not quite sure the distance, never did MapQuest it in preparation of this. 5-0 in favor of the Demons here to get things started in Game 3. Cheyenne Mountain leading 2-0. Continuing to serve Gabby Razma. Cheyenne Mountain served their first point, won by Durango, and Razma served 4 straight here. Iverson pops it up. They go to Monique Domey, back to Iverson. This one gets through the block, and it falls out of bounds, but off the block, the Cheyenne Mountain Indians score the point. So again, if it gets through to the block, and in that case the Demons touch it, and then it goes out of bounds, it's a point to the other team. So Iverson back to serve. Clark pops it up, right back over to the Indians. They'll set. Beal in the middle. She found area. She usually hits it right down the middle. That time she directed it to the left side of the court and found some open space. 5-2. Indians have scored 2 straight points after their timeout. Iverson again to serve. Sends it middle to Clark. Here's Bulin, the setter, and Bernazzini can't find the range there. Same play you see with Cheyenne Mountain. They set it behind you, and the hitter rolls around on the right side. Mara Barkley very good at that for Cheyenne Mountain. Bernazzini missed it there. Very short serve, but an effective one by Iverson. So 4 straight points for the Indians after the timeout. Iverson looks to tie it up. Popped up in the air. Here's Bulin, sends it across. Nice diving stop by Monique Domey. Popping it up there is a new face, Reagan Folaron. And through the block, but sent back. That was McKenna Franzen. It was blocked, I think, by Beal that time. And suddenly, after a 5-0 start, we're tied at 5. Cheyenne Mountain still serving. Iverson just across the net, and again it deflects to the floor. Very effective serve, 6 straight now for the Indians. That's why they are so good. Down 5-0. Coach calls a timeout. Team's not rattled. They come off the bench and score 6 in a row. Nice save there. Iverson pops it up for Cheyenne Mountain. Domey will feed Folaron. She finds the floor and the kill. 7 straight for the Indians. Initially a good save by Razma, but Cheyenne Mountain just keeps pounding the volleyball. Bulin on the set. Comes near side that time to Franzen. Picked up by the Indians. Iverson will send it across, but blocked back nicely by, I believe, Baranazzi. We've said her name 3 or 4 different ways. We apologize for that. But she scores the point for the Demons, and they get the serve back, ending a 7-0 run by the Indians. Bella Bernazini. That's what we mean to say. This is Bulin with the serve. Middle. Beal off the deflection. Nice save by Clark. Sent back over by Franzen, but into the net. Franzen could not get it across after the nice save by Clark initially. Beal will trot back to serve. Again, looks at the head coach, says which zone. And again, it hits the net. That's not the zone he wanted. Said that a couple of times today. So Durango stays within 1 off that miscue. They'll get the serve back, and Kennedy Clark will have the honor. She's a senior, a libero. Good serve there. Mara Barkley pounds it to the ground. 9-7. And she does very well in the middle or to the right side. That's her strong point up front. Very versatile team. Megan Schultz to serve. Popped up here by Bulin. Berkeley Davis with the left hand sends it across. Monique Domey will feed Barkley. Sent back there. Franzen with the block. Keeps Durango again within 1. And they led this one 5-0. Forced a timeout. Cheyenne Mountain ran off 7 unanswered. We've been pretty tight since. Franzen, after that big block, steps back to serve. Sends it far side. Iverson pops it front to Domey. Here's Barkley. Nice save there by Bulin. Sent across by Franzen. Domey will feed Folaron this time. Gets it down and again dug out by Franzen, but nobody there where it bounced off of her. Again, a lot of times that's luck of the draw. You just get in underneath that serve and try to pop it in the air. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you send it into the net like that, and it's difficult to retrieve for a teammate. Folaron, nice line drive serve there. Franzen right to the net, and that allows Lauren Iverson to pound it home for the Indians. Again, an errant pass there off the serve, and your defense is not ready to block it. And Cheyenne Mountain's Iverson just hammered it home. Here's Folaron again. Good serves here. Franzen pops it up to Bulin. Far side, popped up there by Domey. Iverson just lollygags it across, so to speak, but it goes cross court to an open space where Bramer can keep it in. 12-8 in favor of Cheyenne Mountain. Folaron's been serving a lot effectively. Gets another one there. There is Bramer. Saved and sent back. Nice save there by Schultz. Far side, Iverson's had a good game. Saved up by Davis, but back down by Barkley. Too many weapons. Cheyenne Mountain controlled that point from start to finish, and they win it. They're on top 13-8. Trying to win game 3 and the match. And we force a timeout here for Durango. Again, Cheyenne Mountain won the first 2 by identical scores of 25-21. And they lead it here, as you can see, 13-8. This is the championship match of the Silver Creek tournament. Both teams unbeaten in pool play to make it to this championship game. And Cheyenne Mountain in control here. Durango right now would be satisfied to get a victory in game 3, push it to a game 4, and see what happens. Back out on the floor, both teams here after the timeout. Cheyenne Mountain will have the serve in Reagan Folaron. Waits for the signal to resume play. There it is, and here we go. Franzen pops it up. Here is Bulin near side. Bramer can't get it through, but she says that didn't hit the net, or it did hit the net and was not blocked. So 4 hits is the official call. And another point for the Indians. 5 in a row here. Clark from the back sends it across. Domey to Domey. Barkley sent back. Here is Iverson. Tips it across. Saved by Bramer. Bulin gets it far side. Hannah Quick down. Good sequence there for the Demons to score that point. Started with the block of Barkley's hit. Michaela Montoya back to serve. She had an effective run back in game 2. Scored 3 straight before the Indians finally dropped a game point. Yeah, that one goes into the net. Cheyenne Mountain with a 15-9 advantage. Beal back in. Courtney Domey back out. Mara Barkley to serve. Popped up in the air by Franzen. Again, they get it to Bulin. Berkeley Davis with the left hand off the block. And out. We'll get a point for Durango. Again, we always wait to see if that goes off the net or if it was touched by a blocker. Again, touched by a blocker in that case means a point for Durango. Davis back to serve. Again, a junior, listed as a middle hitter. Popped up in the air by Iverson. Monique Domey to Beal, kind of pushes that across. They're going to call her for the carry there. Almost palmed that ball and sent it across to control it nicely. So a rare hitting error there by Beal. She's had a terrific day. Davis back at the line to serve. Demons have cut the lead to 4. Beal slams that one down, but saved by Franzen. Bulin gets it. Bramer tips it deep. Retrieved there by Haley Tibbetts. Beal tips it. Saved into the net. Still alive. Montoya cross and too far. Good point there for both teams. Both teams seems like had a chance to get that point, and the other team didn't allow it until right there at the end. On the serve, Monique Domey. Long on the hit that time is Bella Bernazzini. And Cheyenne Mountain with the point. They lead it by 4, trying to clinch this in 3. Domey with the serve into the net. So Durango hanging around again. They've done this all afternoon in this championship match. Coming on to serve Gabby Rasma. They've hung around, but they dropped each of the first 2 games 25-21, trying to get over the hurdle here. Rasma had a good sequence of serving earlier in this match as well. Fires it up again. Beal straight down. We don't talk much about Monique Domey. We talked about the hitters, but the setter does a great job of getting them the volleyball where they want it and on time. Iverson back to serve. I have the score wrong again. It's 18-12 actually. I was off by a point. And Cheyenne Mountain gets another one, so it's 19-12. My apologies there, trying to keep score on screen and keep track of the match. It's now 19-12 Cheyenne Mountain. Iverson sends it across. This is Bulin trying to set up Bernazzini. And she does for the kill. Bella knocks it home. 19-14 is your score. Back in the lineup is Hannah Quick, replacing Montoya. And I apologize if we are missing these names, but we did not get rosters till right before the matches, so we didn't have a chance to talk with coaches to get pronunciations. Far side, Folaron blocked up in the air. Franzen controls. Here is Bulin back to Clark. Dug up in the air by Courtney Domey. And Megan Schultz with the hit, popped up nicely by Bulin. Franzen knocks it in, controlled there by Domey. Girls hitting the deck all over the place. Clark with it to Bulin, now under control. Franzen through the block and down. That might have been the best point of the match right there. Everybody flying around. Durango scores the point and cuts it to 5. They have 19-14. I'm sorry, I'm off a point again. I'm not sure where that's coming. Beal sends it down. Man. Let's get the score correct there. I'm sorry we're missing it up here late, but it's 20-14 officially on your board. Let's correct that. 20-14 Cheyenne Mountain. Okay, I think are they confusing it? Nope, they're not checking it. I thought they were checking it on the board, but 20-14 Cheyenne Mountain. Neither coach seems dismissed about it. Nice hit there by Bernazzini. Did it go around the antenna? It must have. Did not see the call. Was looking down. 21-14 now, Cheyenne Mountain. Another timeout for the Demons. Time running short on Durango. They're looking for a win over the 4-time defending state champs. They trail at 2-0 here in the best-of-5 championship set. They played them tough. Again, you'll look at the line score. You'll see 25-21, 25-21. And now it's 21-14 in Game 3. They've been in the first 2 games and just, again, fallen short in the end. What makes Cheyenne Mountain so tough? Again, they win these kind of matches. They know how to dig down deep and get those final few points to make it decisive and get the victory. Cheyenne Mountain first out off the bench. They will be serving the volleyball with Courtney Domey. And go back out, down by 7, 21-14. See if Cheyenne Mountain can finish it off in 3. And they've won 4 consecutive 4A state championships. Haven't lost a game to a 4A opponent since 2008. Bulin sings it back. That hit will go long. Bernazini sends it long. Cheyenne Mountain 3 points away from winning the championship. Courtney Domey again will serve. Popped up in the air nicely by Gabby Rasma. Kind of a mishit there, but Cheyenne Mountain controls. Schultz sends it far side, but wide. Durango gets the point there. Again, I was waiting to see if that was tipped by the block, but it went wide unattended. 22-15 Cheyenne Mountain. There we go. Thought I was wrong again. Kennedy Clark to serve. Domey up to sister Monique. Barkley down, saved nicely by Bulin. They have to send it across and they get there. Iverson collects to Folaron. Off the block, that finds a hole. Indians within 2 of winning the championship. Micah Dixon back onto the floor. She will serve here. Youngster. Team up by 8, needing 2 to clinch. Sends it into the net. Demons remain alive here. Need to string some points together here to climb back in. McKenna Franzen will try to do just that. She'll serve. She's had a good match. Barkley sends it across. That's Bulin. Nice pop up there by Iverson. Monique Domey over to Folaron. Finds a hole again. Match point upcoming for Cheyenne Mountain. Reagan Folaron got the kill. Now she'll try to finish up on the serve. She trots back. And a tough serve there to end the match for Cheyenne Mountain as they take game 3, 25-16, and they take home the championship. Again, 3-0. Nothing to really be sad about for Durango. They played Cheyenne Mountain, the 4-time defending state champs, kind of toe-to-toe here. But again, could not win in the end as Cheyenne Mountain takes the title 25-21, 25-21, 25-16. Cheyenne Mountain goes 4-0 in this tournament. They move to 6-1 on the season. They'll next be on the court against Legend Tuesday night and then host Rampart on Thursday. Durango 3-1 in the tournament, 3-1 overall. And we did not jot down who they play next. My apologies for that, but the Demons again showed up very nicely in this tournament, taking home second place. That's going to wrap up our coverage here of the Spike It Like It's Hot volleyball tournament at Silver Creek High School in Longmont. I'm Kevin Schaefer. Thanks to Lexi Schaefer for all the help behind the scenes. These matches will also be available on demand at coloradopreps.tv. Again, thanks for joining us. You've been watching volleyball coverage here on Colorado Preps TV.